What up, y'all? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we do always start the show by being transparent. And yesterday was a bad day for myself. I went 0 2. I trusted those East Coast Clippers again. They let me down. And I played the under in the Magic game, which was not a winner. So 0 2 yesterday. That makes it now what 13 and 6 in the playoffs. Hopefully your day yesterday was better than mine, Bino.
It was almost perfect, Skee. 3-1. We had winners. Wow. I mean, where the heck were the winners? I could tell you where the loser was because as stubborn as I am as a bettor, I went back to the well with the Jalen Duren points and rebounds over 24.5. It's been reduced to now he only got to 21 again. So for clients and folks on this show, you'll never have to hear that out of my mouth again. Doesn't mean I won't bet it with my own money again, but I'm not recommending that nonsense again. Maybe the Angel Reese stuff is getting to Jalen Duren. I don't know. But we had the Cleveland Cavaliers team total over, which was pretty easy. High scoring game. Could have had both ways there. Had them first half over and full game. So that was a two-part winner on that one particular game. Huge halftime score, huge final score. And then the other win, it came in the Detroit. Oh, I had Detroit first quarter, something we talked about here yesterday on the show. Trusted them first quarter to come out of the shoot quickly. Didn't trust them full game to lay 10. Turned out to be exactly right for once. But the 3-1 Skee runs the record to 21-9. So I missed what you said to start with, but combined, it's still got to be really, really good.
Yeah. So 23-9. And then
Or 21 for me.
21-9, and then what did I say? 13 and 6. So 34-15.
34-15. Pretty damn good.
Pretty good. All right, let's get to it. Let's see what we can do for today, Vino.
Mm-hmm.
First game we have is Knicks and Hawks. Knicks looking to close out this series. They are back in Atlanta. Neither the side or total move very much, both by 1 point. Um, last game I said, I feel like the Knicks kind of figured them out, and I didn't see what the Hawks could really do to adjust. The Knicks flexed again in the previous game. Now they got to do it one more time in Atlanta. Can the series end tonight, or will the Hawks, force a game 7? Or not game 7. I'm sorry, game 6.
No,
Can you hear me,
it would
Vino?
be game 7. Yeah,
It's
it
game
would be
7.
game 7. I'm trying to do the math with you here. We're going to math school early here in this show, Skee. Yeah, this is game 6. It would be a game 7 if Atlanta could win here. I feel strongly on this game one way only. I just feel like if the Hawks are going to win any game in this series, they've got to score points and get going at a little bit more rapid pace. So that's what I would expect out of them by a little more rapid pace. I'm not suggesting that this is an up and down track meet because New York doesn't want it that way. But the first thing that's true in this equation is the Knicks have found ways to score where Atlanta just can't stop them anymore. Jalen Brunson, a couple of guys on the team, head coach Quinn Snyder, they all talked about it. We tried everything. Mike Brown says we're just putting him in different positions and, it's working out for us. And the other side saying we can't stop it at this point in time. I don't think they'd be able to stop it here. Jalen Brunson would have to go ice cold in this game, but he's going to get his shots. Towns has been great. Anunoby's been great. The Knicks have found ways to score, Skee, 126 and 114 the last 2 games. So I take that as the Knicks are going to score. For Atlanta, you can't be scoring less than 100. So, for them, they talked a little bit about adjustments they could make with spacing and pushing pace, et cetera, et cetera. The choices here are down to 2. Either you play the full game over 214. I see some 213.5s out there, so I'll use that number. You play the full game over 213.5, or you take the Hawk team total over 106.5. But like I said earlier, I trust the Knicks to score again. So I'm in the full game total boat. I think this thing gets over 213.5. Atlanta on their home floor, I think will get some stuff done offensively, but it doesn't look like the Knicks barring something significant happening injury wise or very, very ice cold shooting. It doesn't look like Atlanta has the defensive answers. Their answer, from all the quotes I saw and heard, their answer is to score more points. So I'm going to probably play it that way. Hawks and Knicks over the total.
That makes sense to me. I mean, like I said, the offense that New York found and been running, the action, especially that they, were running, not the last game, but the game before. I know they ran it all game long. Like, I didn't see any way for Atlanta to adjust. So that makes sense to me. And yeah, if you can't stop them, the only way you're going to be able to win is score. So that definitely makes sense to me. Celtics and 76ers. Celtics, once again, off a big win, a chance to close out a series, lay a dud. I feel like we just see this time and time again with that Celtics team. Sixers now return home, and I have this. This is wrong. What is it? +6.5 for them. Yeah, Sixers return home, looking to continue to extend the series. I have a hard time thinking they can do so. Um, you know, Celtics are clearly the better team to me. The Celtics were even up double digits in that game. Um, I just have seen this too many times. I don't think they take their foot off the gas. I think they play a complete game in this one. I think they'll win by margin. I think this is one where Celtics probably win. First quarter, first half, full game. It's just I think they can win all of them. I don't know if I want to take all of them, but that's how I feel about this game. What do you think?
Yeah, this has the feel of a couple of years ago. Remember when Boston couldn't win at home?
Hmm.
And then the following year, Jason Tatum, made the proclamation, we're going to win at home every game. And they did play really well at home. And we're back to Boston can't do anything at home. But it seems like when they go on the road in this series in particular, they shoot it really well. Again, last game, the threes were terrible for Boston. The fourth quarter, off the top of my head, I think I remember it being their last 14 shots of the game they missed. But their three-point shooting was abysmal. And when Boston can't make a three, it's going to be difficult for them. One thing that's interesting, Skee, I kind of had heard it a couple times before, but forgotten about it. How bad it's been for Derek White shooting the basketball. I mean, he's non-existent to the point where Philly didn't cover him in the last game. Just let him shoot because he's not making anything. And you wonder, he's a key part of that offense. And Boston obviously has survived it to win enough games in this series so far to be ahead. But down the road, I wonder if that's not a bigger deal. Embiid was nice last game. VJ Edgecombe has disappeared for the Sixers. That's kind of the talk in town here. He's 10 for 34 last three games, hasn't played a good game. But we all know about secondary players at home. Even though he's a starter, I'll refer to him as a secondary player behind Maxey and Embiid. But I'm with you. Boston on the road. It would seem like Philly has a legitimate chance, just surface value, right? They just went to Boston and won, and now they're coming back, and Embiid's in his third game. But they came back to Philly last time and just wiped this team out. So I'm kind of with Boston here. The money shows that they're with Boston too, right? Open 5 up to -6.5 here. I think the Celtics are the right way. I haven't played it yet, but I have a hard time making a case for a legitimate case to bet Philly here.
I did bet Philly in that last game too. Um, I like I said, I've seen this with the Celtics a lot of times. I don't think we're going to see it unfocused or letting their foot off the gas, however you want to call it. We're not going to see that from the Celtics tonight. All right, Nuggets and Timberwolves. This one I think went down to 5.5. Or let me just no, it is 6.5. Total 225.5 at most shops. You're starting to miss a lot for this Timberwolves team, right? I mean, Ant, DiVincenzo out. I think I saw a couple other guys. Was it Bones Highland and it was DeSumo? Yeah, both questionable. That's not ideal if you're liking the Timberwolves. I mean, they're just falling apart. The Nuggets. Maybe I should double check. I'm assuming Gordon is not going to play. Let's double check here. If I can refresh. So for Gordon, he's listed as questionable, but I mean, I don't think he's playing. We'll see. I think that the Nuggets, it's hard to want to back the Timberwolves when you start missing this many players. But I don't know. Seeing this line at 6.5, initially, after that last game, I wanted to try to find every reason to back the Timberwolves. I really, really did. Um, just thinking that they only lost by, like, it was so much that went wrong in that game, and they only lost by a small margin. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that can be correctable. And coming home as well, that was my first thought. But I hate this injury report. So maybe with the injury report, it's best to look at the total. You are missing a lot of offense. And in a game like this, you should get real max defensive effort. Under is probably the best way to play this game. What do you think, Vino?
Ooh, excuse me, guys. Yeah, spot on Minsky. I don't have to play the game. I down 3-1. I took the Nuggets to win the series at plus $1.19. Today they're minus $1.70. So 89-cent move after winning one game in this series. But just at the time, knowing that DiVincenzo and Anthony Edwards weren't coming back, I thought it was problematic then. Now, last game, Julius Randle stepped up. He had 27. But Dosunmu is still a major part of that offense. Takes a lot of the shots. I'm just looking at the box here really quick. He took 14 shots last game, made 7 of them. I think I saw Bones Highland will play, but Dosunmu is still, and he was a late addition to the injury list, which never is a good sign. I wouldn't, if I had to play the game sidewise, it would be hard because for Minnesota, to me, this is it. This is like Custer's last stand. If they don't win this game, the series is basically gone. They're going to go back to Denver with this roster and try and win a game 7 in Denver. I don't think so. So you're going to get whatever effort they have in them, whatever they have production-wise in them defensively, you're going to get. The question is it good enough to beat Denver? Because Denver is probably in the confident mindset right now that they can go out. And again, it's not a team to me that's going to go out there and just assume they've got this game won. They've been through a championship run before. They're in the playoffs every year, this group. So I think they know what it takes to get on the road here. They'll have to survive an opening, I would think, hostile environment, right? It's going to be rough in Minnesota, but Denver's used to all of these things. So I would think they can win this game, Skee, just because they have the better personnel right now or the more productive personnel. But they're going to get a punch for whatever Minnesota has left, they'll give here. And I'm going to sit back and hope Denver wins the game because it would put me in a really good spot with this series ticket at plus 119.
Very fair. I definitely can understand that route. And that's the NBA card for today. So quick and easy, like we usually do around here in the playoffs. Go ahead and do a couple little promos. Let's go ahead and go with. Let's do these two. The good old 45 and 23. Can't let that one go. Double the NBA Core Vision. You get 3 days for just $59. Vino and myself continue to win in the playoffs. We told you the record. What is it now? 34 and 15, something like that. So yeah, good way to check us out. See if you want to be involved longer. This is a good one and a new one. WNBA early bird pricing. If you get the WNBA season, you get the rest of the NBA playoffs for free. And we've already told you, both of us have been doing really well in the playoffs. And yeah, you'll see us the same way we come on here and cap NBA and we do NBA on the show. You'll see us do the same for WNBA. So if you want to be involved with every bet that we make, this is the best way to do it. Vino, I'm just going to rock with those two myself. If there's anything else you would like to promote, feel free. And if you have a best bet for the show, we'd love to hear it. If you don't, it's all good.
Now, I like those two, Skee. Those two are good. And as I said yesterday, I'll just reiterate as we get closer to WNBA season, a lot of preseason action going on in the W. If you're inclined to rather have both of us combined, I'm sure you can get that package from WagerTalk.com rather than have to buy two individuals. You could buy a combined package. 34 and 15, just for a percentage sake, is 69.4% through the playoffs so far. So it's been really, really good. Yeah. Wow, this is hard for me, Skee, because I want to say no best bet today because I only have one play.
Do it. Don't let them bully you.
That's up and available. Those who have been on board, I'll say this: those who have been on board, you're here with the Denver series play tonight, so you can definitely sit with that. But I'm going to skip on best bets today. My top play is over at WagerTalk.com, currently available.
And I'm in agreement. My top play, which is a 5% play, is available at WagerTalk. It's the only bet that I've actually put my money on so far. And I don't believe in giving you guys bets that I haven't put my money on. I'm very close to making a few more bets, but I haven't made them yet. So I don't want to share. So it just is what it is. If you listen to the show, you have an idea what those other bets that I'm going to be making are. And you know, do what you will with that information. So Vino, always appreciate you taking the time to break these games down. Helps my process. And I'm sure we help everybody else out there as well. Chat, we appreciate you guys. You help make the show what it is. Best of luck on all your action. And we'll see you guys again tomorrow.